Hello. So today, um, continuing with our health topic, we are going to read another book which is very important for us. You all agree? How many of you like playing? We all, right? But there are few who don't like playing, which is very important for us. Let's read the story and understand the importance of the play. The character of the story is Arthur, and Arthur really gets worried while he gets into the play. So we will look into the story and see was he able to succeed in his play? Let's dive into the story and see what's up with Arthur. Are you ready? I am.
The book which we are going to read today is Worried Arthur, The Big Match, written by Joan Stimson and Jan Louise, published by Ladybird Pitch Books. This story is about Arthur. Arthur is a penguin and a warrior. When Arthur is selected to play on the school football team, he's excited and worried all at once. What if he doesn't get enough practice? What if he scores an own goal? So these are few thoughts which comes to Arthur which worries him. Let's see how he gets on from all these by hearing to the story. Arthur was a penguin and a warrior. He knew that often he was over anxious, but if ever he tried anything new or exciting, Arthur always worried. One afternoon, Arthur tore in from school like a tornado. "Dad, Dad!" he shouted. "There's a letter from my teacher." "Whatever does it say, Arthur?" asked Dad in surprise. "I do hope you have not been misbehaving." "Oh no," cried Arthur. "It's nothing like that." And then he showed Dad the note. "Dear parent, your son has been chosen to play for Ice Cap West in the school's five-a-side football final. Please make sure he turns up at 2 o'clock on Saturday with a clean shirt. Yours sincerely, head teacher. Postscript, the final will be played at this school against last year's winners, Ice Cap East, otherwise known as the Catapults." Dad read the note carefully and smiled. Then he read it again and beamed. "Well done, Arthur," he cried. "That's splendid news." But Arthur wasn't sure. "What if I let the side down, Dad? I have only been picked because Flips pulled a flipper," he explained. "And I haven't had half as much practice as Ben or Katie or Wally." "Don't worry, Arthur," boomed Dad. "I have every confidence in your ability, and furthermore," he went on, "I can give you some useful tips myself." Over the next few days, Dad and Arthur went into training. Dad built a special practice net outside, and each evening at supper, he described the exciting goals he had scored as a young football star. With each practice, Arthur improved in leaps and bounces. But one night, he woke up in a panic and called for Dad. "Oh, Dad," wailed Arthur. "I have just had a horrible nightmare. I dreamt I headed the ball into the wrong goal. What if I do that in the big match and we lose the final?" "Arthur," said Dad firmly, "there is absolutely no reason for you to flip the ball into the wrong goal. Just do your best and I know I will be proud of you. Even if we lose," whispered Arthur. "Even if you lose 10-0? Dad told him. The evening before the big match, Dad ironed Arthur's team shirt. Next morning, he cooked Arthur's favorite breakfast, but Arthur wasn't hungry. "I have got jittery flippers," he whispered. "I expect you have," said Dad kindly. "But fortunately," he smiled, "I have the perfect cure for jittery flippers." And before Arthur could ask any questions, Dad fetched the model boat he had been making. Dad and Arthur spent the rest of the morning by the seashore. Arthur began to feel better. "I think I might manage a light snack," he announced at lunchtime. After they had eaten, Arthur put on his team shirt. Dad went to get ready too. But when they met up on the landing, Arthur shrieked with horror. "Oh no," he cried, "you can't come to the match dressed like that." All the way to school, Arthur kept stopping to argue. "At least leave the megaphone behind," he begged. But when they reached the football pitch, they found that other parents were trying out their megaphones. By now, the visiting Penguins had begun warming up. The home players were waiting impatiently for Arthur. "Good luck, son," boomed Dad, and Arthur sped on to the pitch. Both teams were on top form, and although Katie scored a brilliant goal for Ice Cap West, the Catapults bounced back with a real sizzler. The score was still 1 goal each with 2 minutes left to play. "West is best! West is best!" roared the home supporters. "Catapults! Catapults!" chanted the visitors even louder. Arthur was almost exhausted. "What if I get cramp?" he worried. Just at that moment, Wally gave the ball a huge wallop. Boing! The ball bounced off Ben's beak straight at Arthur's feet. Biff! Somehow Arthur gave the ball his best shot, and crack! It landed smack in the Catapult's goal. Beep! Went the referee's whistle. The big match was over. Ice Cap West had won. That evening, Arthur had a long soak in the bath, and at supper it was his turn to talk tactics. But by bedtime, Arthur was looking worried again. "Dad," he whispered, "do you think the Catapults minded losing?" "I'm sure they were disappointed," said Dad. "But then," he reminded Arthur, "the Catapults did win the final last year, and of course," he teased, "I expect they will win again next year." "Oh no, they won't," cried Arthur, and he bounded out of the bed to demonstrate another winning goal. So that's the story about worried Arthur and how he and his father tackled his worries, and finally he won.